I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what is going on? My name is Nikki. Please consider subscribing by hitting the NB in the bottom corner or the red subscribe button and join the crew. With that being said, today is a beautiful, blessed, pretty rainy, kind of gloomy day out, but it's okay because we're still blessed kind of day. And I just got out of mass, and I actually had a different video I wanted to post, and something was on my heart heavy again, so I just want to talk about it, and then I'll post that video later this week. So let's just get into this video. Alright, so what's been heavy on my heart with just everything going on in the world, like the biggest thing that really triggered me a little bit was the shooting in Texas, and just how that's just becoming too much like the norm, right? That like I remember watching, and one girl in her interview who was being interviewed by the news was like, oh, I wasn't surprised, I was just scared. Like, that to me is a problem. That is a problem. So then I start going through like, well, what can we do? Like, how can we make this better? Like, this is enough. Like, enough is enough. Figure it out, people. We gotta figure this out, right? But here's my thing. What is the answer? What is the answer? Because let me tell you, I don't want to get into like politics and all that kind of bull crap and start arguments or whatever. I'm not into that. I'm not gonna go into my stances on certain things, but I personally think gun control is not gonna stop the problem. People want to kill people, they're gonna find a way to do it. So for me, that's out. It's not gonna work. Okay? People are still gonna find ways to find guns. So for me, that's no. So then I started thinking, what can we possibly do? And it clicked in my head. It clicked. We need to start putting God back into America. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. We need to start putting God back in America. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm not gonna sit here and start some rant about religion and God and this and that and make you believe, because I can't do that, okay? Obviously I cannot do that. I'm not gonna try to do that. But here's my stance. I was never, you know, mental health or whatever, like, I was never severely depressed where I wanted to hurt myself or hurt other people or whatever, what have you, okay? Like, I have different issues that are from different things. I do know that the day that I realized God and actually really had a relationship with him, because I had grown up in the Catholic Church my entire life, okay? Like, grew up hardcore, didn't miss a Sunday, like, this is black, this is white, this is how you do it, this is heaven, this is hell, this is, okay? So I grew up in that kind of a situation, and as I've gotten older, I've learned more, I've adjusted my thoughts, my theories, my faith, whatever. But what it boils down to is the fact that God is nowhere to be found literally anywhere in America anymore. Like, nobody wants him around. We took him out of schools, we took him out of the state, we took him out of medical care, we took him literally out of everything. He's gone. And people are so like, oh, you know, love, let's all love each other, let's just, you know, and equality and love and be nice, just be nice and do this and do that and just love and like whatever. Okay, well, I understand that concept and I'm for that concept, but please tell me how I feel like so many more people are saying that, but yet we're still having shootings up the ass. Somebody please let me know. Yeah, I don't really understand how that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know what it is? It's because y'all don't know the real love. I guarantee you, if you go up to a shooter of any of these mass shootings and said, how is your relationship with Jesus Christ? They would literally be like, he's not there. That's the point. That's why they're shooting people. Sure, somebody could grow up in a church and go to youth group, but I'm talking about a real relationship that you develop with God himself, not just going through the motions. That's not what I'm talking about. You can't just go to church on Easter and Christmas and like go out to strip clubs and do drugs and promote abortions and be like, you know, totally fine. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry to tell you, but it doesn't work like that. You have to develop a relationship with God himself. You and him, like any other relationship that you have in your life. Nobody else can do that for you. Nobody. We need to start reintroducing the God of love into kids' lives, into our lives, into the parents with these kids. Like, I'm telling you, you guys should try that out. Why don't we try that out, okay? Nothing else seems to be working. What could it hurt? It's not gonna make anything worse. I can tell you that for damn sure. All you have to do is open your heart to the possibility that there might be a God, and God might want to talk to you and love you and let him be with you. But you just have to do it. Just be open to it. All you have to do is say, okay, God, I don't know if you're real. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna start listening for you. And he'll do the work. You ain't gotta do nothing. And here's another thing that, you know, people might not believe. The devil is alive and real, people. You better wake up. He loves this. He loves the fact that this is happening. It's because we're taking God out of so much. He barely has to do any work anymore because we're just doing it ourselves. America needs to just be okay with the fact that God is there and he is love. I just can't understand. What if kids' parents never introduced them to God? What if they didn't grow up in a household that had faith or believed in a higher power? Like, what if that wasn't a thing? But please tell me somebody who has never heard of God or Jesus, please, like, has heard the name, whether they believe it, they hate him, they love him, regardless of the outcome, please tell me one person who's never even heard of who that is. There is something bigger than us. There's a higher power. And all he wants to do is love us and show us love, but yet we don't let him. And honestly, my heart not only obviously breaks for those who lost their lives and their families, but my heart breaks for the person who did the shooting. I don't have any anger. I become sad because if they only knew that they didn't have to do that, if they only knew the kind of power that is just waiting and begging them to let him in, if they only knew, but we take it out of everything and now they can't know, they'll never understand. And yes, I'm a sinner, I do wrong things, I don't go to church all the time, I don't have all the answers, and I don't claim to. All I know is if you let him in and you have a relationship with him, he will change your life. And we need to be introducing people to that. It's not a joke anymore. It doesn't come down to, you know, gun control and Democrats and Republicans and this or that. Like, at this point, the one thing every party, every person is missing is God. And I'm not telling you how to live your life. Go do whatever you want to do. But open your mind and your heart to the idea that there's a higher power who loves you and just wants to let you know him. That's all you have to do. I'm not gonna tell you what's right, what's wrong, you're gonna go to hell, you're gonna go to heaven, you have to do this to go there, because I don't have those answers. That's above my pay grade, and I'm not trying to, you know, do all that. But I would be surprised if your life did not change in some kind of way if you truly gave it a thought, an effort, a fraction of your being. Open up to maybe she's right. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll try. And so it just breaks my heart to see these kids so distraught that they feel they have to do that when I get so emotional about it because I just feel like the idea of God and religion and all that stuff is so skewed. It's so skewed that it breaks my heart because it's like, let's throw all of that, all the fine details away. Let's just look at the one thing. Let's start there. We have to reintroduce this concept because if you don't, and these people are running around not knowing the love of God, not knowing that their life has a purpose for other people, and they let the devil run their lives and bad decisions and bad choices and bad vibes run their life. Just because you take a gun away from somebody, does that mean he's gonna become a better person and not try to hurt people if that's what he wants to do? If that is his intention? You have to change people from the inside out. You can't just change their surroundings. I don't know, maybe this Texas one just hit me hard because I have family in Texas and I wouldn't be able to bear the thought of that happening. I feel so strongly in my gut that I just needed to talk about this, and I might get hate and I might have people unsubscribe to me and I might have all those things, but it was just heavy on my heart that is what's missing, and it breaks my heart because it's not just shooting, it's not just that, it's in every decision you make. Women who think they have to go strip because that's literally the only way they can make money. It breaks my heart because that's not your plan. You know, I mean, I don't know, I can't say, I can't talk for everybody, but any story I've seen of a drug addict or an alcohol addict or an addict in general or someone whose life was in such a low place, their turning point was when they found out God was real. When they found out the love that he has for them, that was their turning point in their lives, and now they're doing great things. When is America about to have a turning point? It doesn't come down to anything but that. It just hits me hard and I get super emotional because I remember being in such a place that I just felt like my life was gonna be like this forever and it was gonna suck and there was no way out of it. And I put in the work to try to find answers. And the only thing I had to do was talk to God, and my entire view on everything changed. And I just feel like that's what's missing, and people are looking in the wrong places and trying to come up with answers, and I just feel like it's out of our hands at this point. We have to look for something else. We have to come up with a different idea, a different concept, and I think that this is the only thing we haven't really tried. So I don't know, that was just heavy on my heart. I'm sorry I got super emotional, super worked up, but I can't let it slide. I just want everybody to know that they are loved, whether they believe it or not. And I just hope someday that you have a turning point in your life where you realize that. So with that being said, I'm going to close the video out today. Always remember to enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. And always do what sets your heart on fire. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Alright, bye guys.